Red mohawk. Big, bright, looks like a rooster.
Warning! This show contains scenes of graphic stupidity among 4 lifelong friends. 9 seasons and counting of some of the most notorious jokes among friends. And strangers, complete and utter strangers. That's what you get with the show Impractical Jokers. Joe Gatto, James Murray, Brian Q. Quinn, and Sal Vulcano, aka Prince Herb. They are the 4 stars of Impractical Jokers, and getting into trouble is kind of their specialty. These 4 grew up together in Staten Island, New York, and met while attending high school, and that's where the jokes started. While it might seem like there's nothing you don't know about these jokers, because they bared it all on TV, of course, and the show's been on for 9 seasons, I think you'd be shocked to learn some of the things I'm gonna tell you. Did you know one of the jokers wrote and produced a movie? Let's go see if we can cause some mischief of our own. Please like and subscribe so you always stay up to date with what happened, and stay tuned to the end to find out which Impractical Joker is leaving the show in 2022. Say it ain't so. But maybe he's not leaving? Could it be just a practical joke? Let's go find out. The Tenderloins. These stars of Impractical Jokers are members of the New York comedy troupe The Tenderloins. Yes, you heard me correctly. The 4 friends from high school formed the group back in '99, and they performed improv and sketch comedy initially, before finally deciding to take their talent to the internet, and started their own show in 2011. So the premise of their entire show, Impractical Jokers, follows the Tenderloins around New York City, as they try to embarrass each other time after time.
New York titty, greatest titty in the world.
And it's a competition, of course. Each episode, the Jokers must complete a set of challenges, either solo or in a team. And if they don't complete the task, they receive a thumbs down. Whoever has the most thumbs down has to complete an additional extra embarrassing task, aptly titled the Loser Challenge. And the catch is, they can't not do the task, and we get to watch it all. The beauty of this are the hidden cameras, there to capture the natural reactions of people watching the scene unfold. It can be hilarious, but sometimes the jokes go wrong and the people get angry. Knock some sense into him. So the Tenderloins occasionally take their jokes too far, and people do get upset.
Look, are you crazy?
One time a woman slapped Sal for calling her baby ugly. Sometimes the truth hurts. They quickly apologized, and that segment never aired on TV, which leads to the question, are these scenes real? Real or scripted? Many fans of the show have wondered whether the show happens in real time, or is it completely scripted. Joe Gatto said in an interview that it was unscripted, and that the show just wouldn't work if it was scripted. The reactions from people need to be genuine for the show to work. The magic of Impractical Jokers is that people don't know they're being filmed. They won't let people who recognize them out in public be on the show, because they want genuine reactions. Lucky for them, New York is huge, and they can just send the people who recognize them on their way. They claim to be able to tell when people are pretending to not recognize them. So don't pretend, because you'll get caught. The loser challenges that we mentioned before are sometimes so elaborate that it's pretty impressive they can pull it off. And please get in the comments and tell me the best loser challenge you remember. Maybe it was the tattoos, Murr skydiving, or Q's adventure to the Wild West. Get in the comments and let me know. Wedding bells. Sal Vulcano's sister has appeared on the show many times, but the most memorable moment to me was when she married Murr. Like, for real, there was an actual wedding. Sal was tied to a hand truck and brought inside the church as his punishment, and they even gagged him so he couldn't object.
Anyone here objects?
The wedding was real, not just made for TV, but the marriage was annulled later in the day. But the guys still joke about it today. comedy, and international language. In addition to the TV show, the Tenderloins also tour across the United States and the UK. Millions of fans have packed venues to see their comedy live. And the Jokers have sold out Radio City Music Hall. Think the Jokers could dance like the Rockettes? The Tenderloins have also sold out Madison Square Garden and the O2 Arena in London. But the thing I found most interesting was that it's the #1 show on Comedy Central for India and the UK. There have been spin-offs produced for several other countries, with local actors and local jokes. This has helped the franchise continue to grow larger and larger. And I'd say comedy is truly a universal language. It also helps that the show has a great production team. Damn. Speaking of a good production team, did you know that Murr is a really good producer? But he didn't start off that way. It's a skill he honed for years. For one episode, Murr was forced to watch his first film, Damned, with a full audience. Then he had to answer audience questions when it was over. Talk about brutal. He wrote, produced, and directed the film in 1998. And let's just say we're glad he has improved his skills over the years. You can actually check out the film on True TV's website, all 52 painful minutes of it. Don't let him fall. Murr has a really bad fear of heights, and the guys made him face his fear head on for this challenge.
Years ago, Dad, you can't say no to punishment.
It makes you feel better. We're going up in the plane with you.
Yeah, but we're just gonna land a different way.
They made the poor guy go skydiving, and it was actually the inspiration for one of his tattoos. Murr has threatened to quit the show over this stunt. In the episode clip, you can hear him screaming after jumping out of the plane. And I don't blame him. Why would anyone want to jump out of a perfectly working plane? I just got a Bloody Mary. Comic books. While Q might be known for his comic attitude on the show, he also loves comic books. He made an appearance in Spider-Man Deadpool #12 in December of 2016. Sure, it helped that he personally knew the authors, but Q has stated that being in this comic was a dream come true. But he doesn't make it off page 1 because his character is decapitated by Santa Claus. Bad news. Impractical Jokers has run for a whopping 9 seasons, totaling 224 episodes. But they're not done yet. The show was renewed for a 10th season, and they have expanded the show's influence to other avenues. And here's the bad news. Joe won't be joining the Jokers on season 10. It was New Year's Eve 2021 when Joe announced via his Instagram page. Obviously, many fans thought he was just joking.
I'm joking.
But unfortunately, Joe Gatto and his wife were separating, and he wants to devote more time to his 2 kids, Milana and Remington. We understand and commend him for taking care of his family first, but we sure are gonna miss him and what he says on the fly.
I'm gonna miss him. He seemed great.
He might have been my favorite jokester. Who knows, maybe he'll join the crew back for season 11. We can all hope. Joe Gatto has stated he hopes to find new ways to entertain people, but until then, I'll be looking forward to the release of season 10, hopefully sometime this spring. So now I want to hear from you. Do you have a favorite prank the Jokers have played, or a favorite episode? I love when any of them have to do a presentation, a PowerPoint that the other 2 guys made. Thinking on your feet has never been so funny. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to smash the thumbs up icon and subscribe so we can always tell you what happened.